Hello, everybody. I'm Objectively Dan, and welcome to the Atheist Community of Austin's Holiday Trivia Challenge of 2021. If you don't know me, I am the host of the ACA's very own Truth Wanted and also Talk Heathen. So what this is a special pre-recorded challenge that we've done for the holiday season here in order to give our hosting crew a bit of a break during the season, but still give you guys something to watch. So hopefully you guys will enjoy these challenges, even though they're not live like most of our content is. So what this is a 1 versus 1 single elimination tournament. So the winner of each round moves on, and the loser, well, can get their holiday celebrations started a little earlier. So here is how the round will work. Each of the rounds will be an alternating answer format, meaning that each contestant will take turns providing one answer. What kind of answer, you ask? 2 trivia questions, of course. We will alternate who gets the first answer each round. If the contestant gets an incorrect answer, their opponent will have the chance to give another answer. If that contestant gives a correct answer, the round continues with alternating answers. If both contestants give consecutively incorrect answers, then the round will end. So the goal is to get the most correct answers, and the winner is determined by how many correct answers you give across all the rounds. So let me tell you a little bit about what this release schedule is going to look like, because again, these are pre-recorded shows that we already recorded for you guys, of course, that you can spend watching during the 2021 holiday season. So the first round, the preliminary rounds, are going to consist of 5 questions each, and are going to be shown on the Secular Sexuality channel on Thursday, December 23rd at 7 p.m. Central. The first 2 quarter round finals are going to consist of 7 questions each, and will be shown on the Truth Wanted channel Friday, December 24th at 7 p.m. Central. The second 2 quarterfinal rounds will consist of 7 questions each and will be shown on Talk Heathen on Sunday, December 26th at 1 p.m. Central. The 2 semifinal rounds will consist of 7 questions each and will be on the Nonprofit Sunday, December 26th at 3 p.m. Central. And lastly, the championship round will consist of 7 questions, and we will have a consolation round consisting of 3 questions. Those will both show on the Atheist Experience channel on Sunday, December 26th at 4:30 p.m. Central. So you do not want to miss these games. So let's talk about the preliminary rounds. We started with a collection of 16 contestants, and due to time constraints, we won't be able to show you all of these first round matchups. So here's a recap of the rounds we won't be showing you. For one of the rounds, we had Christy Powell versus ex-Christian Aaron. These 2 contestants competed with the following categories: the 25 wealthiest countries by GDP, the Northern Hemisphere constellations, artists who have an individual album that sold more than 30 million copies, the 30 most popular dog breeds, and European capital cities. So while Christy put up a great fight, ex-Christian Aaron edged out the win with a final score of 22-18. So Aaron moves on to the quarterfinal rounds, while Christy was last seen seeking out some therapy to deal with his loss. Next, we have Colson Craig versus Teo El Ateo. These 2 contestants competed with the following categories: countries with monarchies, top 30 worldwide businesses by number of physical locations, the 30 most produced Shakespeare plays, the FIFA World Cup host countries, and the 30 largest cities in the British Isles. The round saw our contestants battle back and forth, and some blood was probably spilled, but in the end, Colson was able to achieve some incredible come-from-behind win over Mateo with a final score of 24-22. I'm not sure, as I'm not completely fluent in the Spanish language, but I think I heard some choice words from Mateo regarding our category choices. Sorry, Mateo. Now, we're going to talk about our next contestants here, Johnny P. Angel versus Richard Gilliver. These 2 contestants competed with the following categories: the signers of the Declaration of Independence, Lord of the Rings characters by most spoken lines, cities with the 50 tallest buildings in the world, non-metals on the periodic table, bands and singers who performed at Woodstock, And in a battle of the white hat versus the black hat, the luck of the draw worked in Johnny's favor for these randomly selected categories. So our angel coasted to a 14-9 victory over Richard. Richard, gracious as always, wished the victor the best of luck, but I wonder if there will be some retribution during a future show for both of these non-profit hosts. And again, making Richard do the signers of the Declaration of Independence, low blow, I have to say. And now we'll talk about our next contestants, Matt Dillahunty versus Nate DeMelfi. These two contestants competed with the following categories: movies starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Category 5 Atlantic hurricanes since 1950, letters of the Greek alphabet, the 30 most abundant elements in the Earth's core, and bands and singers who performed at Woodstock. So this round was a battle between the voice of the atheist experience and the person who makes sense of what his competitor says for the video descriptions. A hard-fought battle, but Matt came away with a 20-15 win over Nate. I can't help but think the next few sets of notes will be a bit saltier, understandably, of course. Now, let's get on to today's matchups. First, we're going to check out Nate Smith versus Jim Barrows. Now, Nate Smith is one of the new and up-and-coming personalities in the ACA, appearing on Talk Heathen, Truth Wanted, The Nonprofits, and as a recurring host on Secular Sexuality. And Jim Barrows is a no-nonsense recurring host on The Atheist Experience and balances a surgeon-like ability to dissect bad arguments with what is probably the most infectious laugh of any of our hosts. The veteran versus the rookie. Who will emerge the winner? Let's go down to the field of the battle and find out. Welcome, everybody, to the first round of our show tonight. We have our two lovely contestants who I'm going to introduce to you. We have Jim, the Titanic Barrows, and Nate, the Iceberg Smith, joining us tonight on our show. Boys, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Good.
Doing great.
That's excellent. Do you guys know what you're getting yourselves into tonight?
No idea.
Fantastic.
Absolutely not.
That's what I like to hear. Any questions on our rules?
Several.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no time for that now. It's time for us to get started on this thing. So, we already decided, Nate, you're going to be heads for this coin flip. Jim, you're going to be tails. So I have my coin here going in the air. Oh, shit. That's way over there. I think it's... I'm going to say heads. I'm going to say heads on that one. So, Nate, you're going to go first. Nate, the Iceberg Smith, you have our first category for the night. Are you ready, sir?
Born ready, Dan.
All right, let's do it. So, our first category of the night is cities that have hosted the Winter Olympics. And go.
Nagano.
Yes. Nagano is one of them. Whistler. No Whistler.
Canada. Calgary.
Canada is not one of the cities, but Calgary is. Calgary is.
Okay.
Moscow? I have no idea. I haven't watched the Olympics.
Ooh. Moscow is not one of the cities.
Seoul.
Seoul is not one of the cities. So that ends our round with 2 incorrect answers in a row. Nate, you have scored the round with 2 points. Congratulations, sir.
That's terrible.
You did better than I did. Like I said, yeah. I don't care about the Olympics. I don't watch them. Don't care where they've been hosted. So,
well, that's okay, because we have some other categories we can get to tonight. So the night is still young, gentlemen. The night is still young. Are you folks ready to get started on the next round?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. So, Jim, you're going to be starting this one. We are doing, this is a real fun one. Sondheim musicals. In other words, musicals that were written, lyricist by Jonathan Sondheim. So go ahead.
Sound of Music.
Let's see. Sound of Music is not one of them.
It's the only musical I know.
I mean, I love musicals, but
I said Jonathan, by the way. It's actually Stephen Sondheim. Stephen Sondheim is. I don't know musicals either, if you can tell. I didn't write this question.
I don't know. Guys and Dolls?
Nope. Guys and Dolls is not one of the answers
Can
there.
you tell me one that is? Tell me a Stephen Sondheim musical.
Oh, I'd
Tell
love
me
to
one.
tell you a Stephen Sondheim musical. We have Anyone Can Whistle, Assassins, Company, Do I Hear a Waltz, Evening Primrose, Follies, The Frogs, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, Gypsy, Into the Woods, A Little Night, Mac, Marry Me a Little, Merrily We Roll Along, Pacific Overtures, Passion, Putting It Together, Roadshow, Saturday Night, Side by Side, Sunday in the Park with George, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, and West Side Story.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah,
Too
too late.
Todd
It's
I've seen.
already done, gentlemen. That category is out.
You
Out of
couldn't get
all of
me
those you
Andrew
read,
Lloyd
I do
Webber. Come
one.
on.
You don't know
And
your
I-
Stephen Sondheim musicals? Come on.
No.
You're not men of culture. Please.
No.
Anyway, I couldn't even get the guy's name right. So that's fine. That's fine. We're going to end that category.
Okay.
Nate's still in the lead with 2 points. So good job, Nate. Way to hold that lead very tightly. Okay. So with that, Nate, you're going to be starting our next round here. Our next category is NATO members. Ready? Go.
USA.
The USA is one of them.
United States.
He already said United States, so try again. Jim, you already said United States, so you can try it again.
Oh, Germany.
Germany is one of them.
Canada.
Canada is one of them.
England.
England is not one of them.
United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom is one of them.
I use the common name for the country. Sorry. Shoot me.
I'm technically
Good
right.
Lord.
The best
Maybe the
kind of
judges will
right.
give you some extra points for that. We'll see. We'll consult our judges afterwards. Jim, you go next.
Norway.
Norway is, in fact, one of them.
Sweden.
Sweden is not one of them. Jim has a chance to bring it back. There's only so many countries in the world, Jim.
Denmark.
Denmark is one of them. Good job. Nate?
France.
France is one of them. Congratulations. Jim, go ahead.
Turkey.
Turkey is one of them. Congratulations.
Greece.
Greece is one of them. Yes.
Italy.
Italy is one of them. Correct.
Spain.
Spain is one of them. Congratulations.
Croatia.
Croatia is
Would be a late
one of the
addition.
answers.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Late addition for them, but
Getting a lot of points in this category. Much better than the musicals.
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg is not one of the countries. Jim?
we said Belgium.
We have not said Belgium, and Belgium is one of them. Congratulations. Back to Nate.
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands is one of them. Congratulations. Going back to Jim.
Ukraine?
Ukraine is not one of the NATO nations. Going to Jim. Nate. Going to Nate.
Portugal.
Portugal is one of the nations. Congratulations. Back to Jim.
No looking at your phone, Jim.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
Seconds. 5 more seconds, Jim.
Yugoslavia? No idea.
Oh, nope.
It's
That
not even
is
a country anymore.
not correct. Nate?
Oh, man. I mean, we're basically just guessing European countries. I want to guess Switzerland, but I kind of think that they're not going to be because of the whole neutrality thing.
They are not one of the NATO nations, and that ends our category. Congratulations, guys. That's the best one so far. Pretty good. You know your countries.
That's a good
For
one,
the
Jim.
most part.
Good one.
Excellent, excellent. We will count up those points at the end of the game, and we will continue on with our next category. This next category is going to be started by Jim. Jim, your category is Muppets on the Muppet Show. And go.
Kermit.
Kermit the Frog is one of
Kermit.
them. Very good.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy is another Muppet. Fantastic job.
Fozzie the Bear.
Fozzie the Bear is one of the Muppets. Nate?
Animal.
Animal is one of the Muppets. Great job. Back to Jim.
Swedish Chef.
Swedish Chef is, in fact, a Muppet. Great job. Back to Nate.
The Blue Eagle guy.
What's his name, Nate? What's his name?
Frowny the Freedom Bird.
We'll give it to the judges on that one to see if they want to give it to you. The answer for that one is Sam Eagle. Sam Eagle is the name of that Muppet. We're going to go back to Jim. And the judges say no. By the way, judges say no.
Yeah, I would say that's not anywhere near.
It's pretty far back. Yeah.
The Swedish Chef.
Already said Swedish Chef. 5 more seconds, Jim.
Beaker.
Beaker is
Beaker.
one of the Muppets. Congratulations. Back to Nate.
Um.
Got another 5 seconds.
The two old grumpy men? I don't know their names.
Oh, the 2 old grumpy men. We'll leave it to the judges to see if they want to give that one to judges. What do we say? Do we count the 2 old grumpy men? Nope, they say that we need a name, Nate. We need a name. All right, passing it on to Jim.
The Critics are, I believe, is what the only thing they're known as.
Nope, they do have names. They do have names, and they are on here.
Oh, they do have names. Okay,
they do have names.
So we've done Cheaters, we've done Beaker, we've done Kermit. Shoot,
Folks,
did Animal?
no, you did
I'm trying to think of some of the other.
Job. You had
what?
a lot of them in there. I will go ahead and read the rest of these names for you guys just to jog your memory. We have Beauregard, Bobo the Bear, Camilla the Chicken, Constantine, Crazy Harry, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, Dr. Teeth, Floyd Pepper, Janice, Lou Zealand, Link Hogthrob, Marvin Suggs, Pepe the King Prawn, Pops, Rizzo the Rat, Robin the Frog, Rolf the Dog, Scooter, Statler, Sweetums, the Great Gonzo. Who can forget Gonzo, guys? Come on.
Yeah,
the
really.
Uncle Deadly, and Waldorf and Zoot.
Waldorf and Zoot are the Critics. Yeah. All right.
Yep. So those were our Muppets. Gentlemen, again, we will add up those points after our last round here. It is our final category for the night. We've had a stronger mid game than we have in the beginning for both of you. So let's see how we're going to end this thing. Jim, Of course, we are starting. Nope, sorry, we're starting with Nate on this one. Nate, your category is, if you choose to accept it, cities of the 30 busiest airports by passenger. And go.
New York.
New York City is not on here.
What? What? Okay, wait. What's the question? Cities with the 30 busiest.
City
airports.
with the 30 busiest airports by passenger. New York is not one of them. Jim,
not on the list.
pass to you.
London. No, Heathrow. Excuse me, Heathrow. Heathrow's the airport. London is a city.
Well, London is on here, so we're gonna give you the point for that one. Jim, Nate, back to you.
Real quick, did you want the city or the name of the airport?
We just want the name of the city. Name of the city is all we're looking for.
Tokyo.
Tokyo is on there. Good job, Nate. Back to Jim.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is on there. Congratulations. Nate, back to you.
Beijing.
Beijing is on there. Congratulations. Back to Jim.
Berlin.
Berlin is not on our list. Back to Nate.
Moscow.
Moscow is not on the list. So that ends our round. Other cities could have included Atlanta, Charlotte, Chengdu, Chicago, Chongqing. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Probably not. Dallas, Delhi, Denver, Dubai, Guangzhou, Harlemere. I don't know how to say this.
How is New York not on that list?
I know, New York.
Ho Chi Minh City, Istanbul, Jeju City, Kunming,
Ho Chi Minh City,
Mexico City, Minhang, Orlando, Paris, Phoenix, Sao Paulo, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Zhangyang, and Zhang. I am about to tell you guys who won based on this competition of the minds. Are you ready to hear these results?
I'm ready. Lay it on me, Dan. Lay it on me.
So, in total, we have Nate with 15 points, Jim with 11 points. Congratulations, Nate, the Iceberg Smith. You get to return in the next round of our fantastic Christmas game show. Congratulations, Nate. We're going to go send this back to the booth, and we'll be right back. Thanks again, boys. Now, that is how you start a competition. I'd like to say we need to pace ourselves for the long road ahead, but Nate and Jim came out swinging. Of course, only one of these Titans can advance to the next round, and it would seem that the iceberg was enough to overcome the Titanic. Now it's time for our next round. Phoebe Rose versus Jason Sherwood. In this battle of the ACA crew, Phoebe came in as one of our show clippers and call screeners and brings her own brand of British humor to the ACA, while Jason can be seen weekly on Crew Cam controlling the show as our video engineer and as an assistant producer and occasionally co-host on The Nonprofits. This one may provide the winner with crew bragging rights, so let's get down to the field of battle and start this round. Hello, everybody, and we are back with another round of our special Christmas trivia game show. I'm your host, again, Objectively Dan. Joining me are my next victims / contestants. First, in the corner on the left here, we have Phoebe, the sauna queen, Rose. Applause, applause, applause. And on our right corner here, joining us is Jason Wolfmaster Sherwood. Applause, applause, applause. Folks, how are we feeling about tonight's games? Are you guys excited?
Oh, absolutely.
I have to win.
Yeah, you got to win. Of course, of course. Any shit talking that wants to be done now before we get really into it, I'd be happy to ask. Jason, any words?
Oh, Phoebe, you are going down. You don't have a chance.
You're going down, brother.
My name in this chat is winner of round one, and that is what is going to happen.
was like a Hulk Hogan impression there. That is what I picked up on. That's hilarious. Phoebe, any other comments, responses?
Finally, it's going to come back to me as the winner. Not you, me. Finally, I will be the winner.
Okay. Well, remember, this isn't going to be the only round. We'll have to come back next. This is a single elimination tournament. So if any of you folks get out this round, this is it. You do not get to move on to the next round. So let's go ahead and begin our games. If you are ready, we are going to start first with Phoebe. Phoebe, you are going first on this question. And your category, and remember, the format is you give a correct answer, and then Jason will have a chance to get a correct answer. And then we'll go back and forth between the two. If you get it wrong, and then the next person gets it wrong, you are both, we're both done with the category. This category coming up first is James Bond movies. You have about 10 seconds to respond, and go.
The Man with the Golden Gun.
Man with a Golden Gun is one of them. Congratulations. Jason, you're next.
Dr. No.
Dr. No is one of the movies. Phoebe, you're next.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service is correct. Jason, you're next.
Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever. Correctamundo. Phoebe, back to you.
License to Kill.
License to Kill is on there. Correct. Jason.
Goldeneye.
Goldeneye is on there. Awesome. Phoebe.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die is on there. Back to Jason.
But Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow Never Dies. Correct. Back to Phoebe.
Thunderball.
Thunderball is on here. Jason.
Moonraker.
Moonraker is on there. Phoebe.
From Russia with Love.
From Russia with Love. Man, you guys are killing it. Jason.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger is on there. Phoebe.
The World Is Not Enough.
The World Is Not Enough is on there. Jason.
Octopussy.
Octopussy is one of the movies. Phoebe.
Living Daylights.
Living Daylights is on there. Jason.
Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die is another one. Phoebe.
Spy Who Loved Me.
The Spy Who Loved Me is on there. Jason.
Oof. We're getting deep into it.
We're getting deep into it.
Yeah.
Can we name them all? 5 more seconds.
The Spy Who Shagged Me. No.
No, that is not one. That is Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Phoebe, back to you.
For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only is another movie. Back to Jason. Another chance. Can you get it?
Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace is one of the movies. Phoebe.
Spectre.
Spectre is another one. Back to Jason.
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale is another one. Phoebe. Five more seconds.
Nope.
Nothing. Jason.
Whew. The Voyage Home.
And time is up. Folks, what a fantastic round. There is only 4 movies that you guys did not get. 4 movies. Those movies are A View to a Kill, Die Another Day, Skyfall, and You Only Live Twice. So congratulations on that round, folks. That was an impressive start. How are you guys feeling? Probably a little more confident now, huh?
Stoked, shall we say?
A little shaken, but not stirred.
Wow.
Like I said, I feel I kept the British end up.
Yeah, I was going to say, Phoebe, you're the British one here. You should be like knocking these out of the park, right?
Well, yeah, it's those really rubbish movies that you tend to forget.
Oh, shit. Calling out the James Bond franchise. Well, you apparently know them enough to list off like 10 of them. So, they must not be that bad.
I did consider Never Say Never Again, but that wouldn't be on your list because that was a spoof movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely no spoofs on this list. So now we are starting off with our next category. This next category is going to be led by Jason. Jason, your category is Top 20 Cities by Carbon Footprint. And go.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is one of the cities. Congratulations. Phoebe?
Beijing.
Beijing is one of the cities. Congratulations. Jason?
New York.
New York is one of the cities. Phoebe?
Tianjin.
I am not seeing that on the list. Going back to Jason.
Tokyo.
Tokyo is one of the cities. So we're going back to Phoebe.
Shanghai.
Shanghai is one of the cities. Back to Jason.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is not one of our cities. Back to Phoebe.
London.
London is one of the cities. Back to Jason.
Berlin.
Berlin is not one of the cities. Back to Phoebe.
Paris.
Paris is not one of the cities. And with that, that concludes our second round. A bit faster than the first round there. The cities that you missed were Al Ahmadi, Cairo, Chicago, Dubai, Guangzhou, Hong Kong, Jakarta, Johannesburg, Miami, Moscow, Riyadh, Seoul, Singapore, and Tehran. So good job on that round, folks. But not as good as the James Bond movies. So that tells me
what I am amazed at is that one of the most polluted cities in the whole of China, with some of the most manufacturing in the whole of China, was not on that list. That is amazing.
And I missed the Chicago
Yeah.
question. I'm so embarrassed.
yeah. Well, listen, it tells me where you guys' priority is at. It's clearly not focused on climate change and more focused on classic spy films. So hopefully this is a wake-up call for the both of you to really put your climate activism, full front in your life. But anyway, with that aside, Phoebe, you are going to be starting our next category of the night. And our next category is the 30 largest countries by total area. You may now begin.
Sudan.
Sudan is one of the countries. Congratulations, Jason.
Russia.
Russia is, of course, one of the countries. Back to Phoebe.
The land down under itself, Australia.
Australia is one of the countries. Back to Jason.
China.
China is one of the countries. Back to Phoebe.
India.
India is one of the countries. Back to Jason.
The good old US of A.
The good old US of A is one of the countries. Back to Phoebe.
And the Great White North, that is Canada.
Canada is one of the countries. Back to Jason.
Brazil.
Brazil is one of the countries. Back to Phoebe.
Argentina.
Argentina is one of the countries. Back to Jason.
Mexico.
Mexico is one of the countries. Going to Phoebe again.
Nigeria.
Nigeria is not one of the countries. Going back to Jason.
Okay. Chile.
Chile is not one of the countries. So that ends our round. So the countries that you missed were Algeria, Angola, Bolivia, Chad, Colombia, Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, Greenland, Indonesia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Mongolia, Niger, Peru, Saudi Arabia, and South Africa. So
I feel like I should have studied up on the Animaniacs Countries of the World song on this one.
yeah, that would have been a good place to start.
Yeah, yep.
Have you seen those edits on YouTube? Are hilarious. I love that meme in particular. Really funny stuff. So anyway, geography too. My prescription to you guys is climate change activism and now world geography, because that's important. Now I say that, but I definitely mispronounced some of those cities and probably a couple of those countries too. So, who am I to talk, right? Excellent. Both of you. We are now going to go on to our next category. Did you have something to say? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I didn't realize this was a wedding.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is now.
My fiance now has real questions for me.
Well, they're going to have even more questions, but not as many questions as I have for you tonight, because I still have another 2 more that I need to ask both of you. We're starting again with Jason. Jason is going to be starting this round. Jason, your category is the inaugural Lilith Fair main stage artists. And go.
The hell?
Come on, Jason. Are you not cultured?
No, not at all. Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie is not on the list. Would you like to take advantage of this time, Phoebe?
What was the topic again?
We're talking about the inaugural Lilith Fair main stage artists, of course.
I don't know, Lady Gaga, I don't know.
Lady Gaga is not on the list. And that about wraps up our time for this one.
Can we get a mulligan on that one or what?
Listen, ask Puck. All right, Puck's the one that wrote these questions. I'm going to blame it entirely on him on this one. But no. This was maybe not intuitive for a lot of you folks. So I'm going to go ahead and read the list of these artists. Emmylou Harris, Fiona Apple, India Ari, Indigo Girls, Jewel, Joan Osborne, Lisa Loeb, Mary Chapin Carpenter, Meredith Brooks, Natalie Merchant, Paula Cole, Sarah McLachlan, Sean Colvin, Sheryl Crow, Suzanne Vega, The Cardigans, Tracy Bonham, and Tracy Chapman. So that's it.
I recognize all of those names as people I do not routinely listen to.
I recognize about 30% of those names.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I think I recognize about 30% of those names too. Hey, that's okay. We still got one more category rather, for us to get through. Phoebe is going to be ending our last category for tonight. Phoebe, your category is new countries since 1990. And begin.
North Macedonia.
North Macedonia is not on this list.
It may be listed as the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
Let's see. Macedonia is on here. Sorry, Macedonia is on here. So we will count that one for you.
As I say, now Macedonia, that's a very political way of calling that country.
You know what? That's true. There's probably a lot of political implications to this list here, in which I am scared to find out the ramifications of in our YouTube comment section. But I've already committed to this bit, so here we are. Jason, your turn.
Since when?
Since 1990.
Since 1990.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Another 5 seconds.
A lot of those broke up, and
A lot of those broke up, and a lot of them ran out of time, just
Yeah.
like you did right now. Phoebe, back to you.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Bosnia is on there. Great job. Jason, you get another chance. Oh, I wish I could help you, Jason.
I know.
really do.
I know. Geography is not my strong suit.
All right, we're going to swing it back to Phoebe. Phoebe, do you have any?
Croatia.
Croatia is on there. Another chance for Jason, unless you want to throw the towel in.
Throw the scarf in.
Throw the scarf in.
Oh,
All right,
man,
out of
no.
time on that one. Phoebe, another one for you.
Slovenia.
Slovenia is on here. Yes. Another one, Phoebe.
Slovakia.
Slovakia is on here. Any other ones?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic is on there.
Serbia.
Serbia is on there.
South Sudan.
South Sudan is on there.
Let's see, what other parts of Europe decided that it was going to be better to be apart from each other? Kosovo.
Kosovo is on there.
Ooh. I want to say Scotland, but that failed in 2011. But, you know.
That's Scotland is not
not
on the list. Not on the list. And that ends the round with a clean sweep from the Queen. Phoebe is racking his points. The rest of those countries you could have listed were Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, East Timor, Eritrea,
Kazakhstan,
Timor.
Eritrea.
Yeah, that's what. Estonia, Eritrea, Georgia, Germany, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Latvia, Lithuania, Marshall Islands, Micronesia, Moldova, Montenegro, Namibia, Palau, Russia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, and Yemen. So those were the ones you did not select. And now we are going to...
You have to get inside the head of the question writer here, because some of those countries did exist, but they were just part of a greater whole. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we were going to talk... I mean, not that it would have helped me at all. If we were going to say, oh, Germany. No, Germany existed. They just became unified. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Russia was there. It was just the Socialist Federal Republic of Russia. Belarus was there.
It's not the same. Not the same. It's not the same. Not the same, folks. Well, I think we don't have to do much math to figure out who the winner is. But just in case, I'm going to have our judges give me the final tally on those points. And the final total comes into Phoebe coming in at 28. Jason coming in at 18. Phoebe is our winner. Congratulations, Phoebe. You get to move to the next round of our competition. Woo!
Finally, the winner is here.
And with that out of the way, folks, that ends another spectacular round of our Christmas time trivia competition. Thank you, folks, for playing. Thank you, Jason, for being such a good sport about it all. And with that out of the way, we will close it out to another round. Wow, wow, wow. Talk about your one-sided contests. Jason is truly hanging his head in shame after this vicious defeat from Phoebe. Who knew that she would come in with an almost encyclopedic knowledge of trivia and lay waste to her competition in this opening round? Stay tuned for the memorial arrangement announcement for Jason. But you know, we can't mourn forever. So let's move on to our next matchup. This round features one of the longest standing rivalries in recent ACA history. Jenna Miyu versus Kurt Weinstein. This rivalry has been compared to Ali versus Frazier. Harry versus Voldemort, Jesus versus Santa, and even Vader versus Obi-Wan. Jenna Miyu, assistant producer and host of the Nonprofits, is the irresistible force, bringing knowledge and an uncommon amount of poise to this battle, while Kurt, being the immovable object, brings his quick wit and smooth voice to a matchup he's been looking forward to for a while now. We're stocking up with extra on-set security for this highly contentious round, so let's go down to the field of battle and witness this battle of the ages. Welcome back, everybody, to the next round in the ACA Holiday Game Special. I'm your host, as always, Objectively Dan, and joining me for this round are two lovely individuals. We have the lovely Jenna in one corner and the unconquerable Kurt in the other. Now, there's been a pretty fierce rivalry, I'd say, between you two of shit talking that's already occurred, and I'd love to get your scoop on that. So, Jenna, I want to hear from you first. Jenna, what do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, clearly, I am the obvious winner. So
okay,
Kurt just wants to follow.
So I think that's a good premise. Do you have any evidence or helpfulness for your argument? The ACA, we like to look at arguments, right? We want to know what's good evidence for this argument here. What do you think?
That's fair. I would say there is a lot more for Team Jenna in this competition. So ergo, I am the winner.
Okay, well, that seems pretty soundless to me. I think any academic working in any philosophy department in this country would probably agree with that sentiment. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Kurt, what do you think is going to happen today?
Well, I'm taking more of a scientific approach to this rather than a philosophical one. Now, I'm not great at trivia, but my hypothesis is that Jenna's worse. So I only need to get 1 point if Jenna doesn't get any. So as long as I get just 1 point more than she does, that's a win.
It's the classic running. You don't need to outrun the bear, outrun the other person who's also outrunning the bear kind of scenario here, right? That's what you're thinking.
Exactly. You've got it.
Okay. Great. Okay. Well, folks, we are going to start this next round of trivia right here and right now, starting first with Jenna, who's going to be asked what I think is probably the easiest question I've seen in the competition so far. So you guys have got lucky. Now, keep in mind, once Jenna gets the correct answer, then it's going to go to Kurt, then back to Jenna, back and forth, and we're going to keep doing it that way. So, Jenna, are you ready to go?
I am ready. Let's go.
All right. So this first category is Marvel Cinematic Universe films. So you have to name the films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You may begin.
All right. Iron Man.
Okay. Iron Man is good. Kurt, you get next.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2. Correct. Back to Jenna.
Black Panther.
Black Panther is another one. Kurt.
Thor Dark World.
Thor Dark World is one of the films. Jenna.
Captain America.
Captain America is which one? Which one? Do you remember those? 'Cause Winter Soldier. Okay, that works. Back to Kurt.
Captain America First Avenger.
Captain America First Avenger is another film. Go back to Jenna.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man is one of the films. Great job. Back to Kurt.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is another one in the series. Great job. Back to Jenna.
Avengers Infinity Wars.
Avengers Infinity Wars is another one. Back to Kurt.
Captain America Civil War.
Captain America Civil War is another film in the franchise. Great job. Back to Jenna.
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3 is another one. We might get all of them in the category, folks. Going back to Kurt.
The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk, an often forgotten but important film to the franchise, in my opinion. Back to Jenna.
Spider-Man.
Which, any subtitles on that one?
Let's see. Away from Home, something like that.
So the film is Far From Home, but I'm feeling generous today, Jenna. I'm going to give it to you, okay? So, Kurt, you are next.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok is another one in the franchise. Back to Jenna.
Ooh, let me see. Did I already say Iron Man 3?
You did say Iron Man 3.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Think real hard. The Avengers. The first one.
What's that subtitle? Need that subtitle? That's okay. We'll get the first one. First one
Okay.
is one of them, so we'll give you that. Next is Kurt.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is another one in the franchise. Great job. Back to Jenna.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the franchise. Great job. Back to Kurt.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Of course, it's technically a volume 2, Kurt, but I was being generous to Jenna, so I'm going to be generous to you. Okay, back to
I
Jenna.
appreciate it.
Oh gosh. Ooh. Oh, it's a recent one. I know the Black Widow. Oh,
Black Widow is a film in that franchise. Great job. Gonna give one to Kurt now.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is one in the franchise. Great job. We're on our way to getting them all, folks. Let's see what Jenna's got.
Dang. Oh, I can't remember it. Dang it.
5 more seconds.
Incredible Hulk 2.
There is no Incredible Hulk 2. They didn't do that one. All right, going to Kurt.
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame is one of the films that we already got. Did we already get that one?
We did.
I didn't
I
finish
heard-
yours.
Okay, yeah,
we
yeah,
did the
okay.
first one.
I
and
think the
then we
judge
did-
may have marked it before I saw it. There we go. We'll count that one there. All right, going to Jenna.
Didn't make a Black Panther 2. No.
5 more seconds.
Oh, I can't think of the name. Dang. Um.
And out of time for that, Kurt.
We've got Avengers Age of Ultron.
Avengers Age of Ultron. Great job. Going to Jenna again.
I think Infinity Wars Part 2. There's one
Nope.
and two. No?
Nope. There's just Infinity Wars. That's it. Gonna go back to Kurt.
I don't believe that we mentioned the first Thor movie.
Yep, we did not mention the first Thor movie. Great job. Going back to Jenna.
I can't think of any, unfortunately.
Okay, going back to Kurt.
I believe that I missed Captain America: The First Avenger.
We already got Captain America: The First
Darn it.
Avenger.
Couldn't remember which one I said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, we're going to end the round. So there's only a couple that you guys didn't get. There was Marvel's Eternals that just recently came out. There was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, another recent one that came out. Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man No Way Home were the other ones that you guys missed. Otherwise, you almost
No Way
got...
Home isn't actually out yet.
Well, it's on the list, but if you'd gotten it, we would have given it to you. Unfortunately,
Yes,
you did
Darn,
not.
Way
I was
too
thinking of
Spider-Mans.
that.
Yeah. Well, that is all we've got for that category. Then a pretty strong start from the both of you guys. Congratulations to both of you. You guys ready to start another round here? Or do you got more shit you need to talk?
Well, I clearly dominated the first round because I'm a huge nerd. So I'm ready to dominate the second round as well.
The truth is, Kurt, we're all huge nerds, and that's why we're here. So you should feel a special sense of family in that, I guess.
Yeah,
Now,
just
that being out of the way, because we're all nerds, you might not be as good in this next category, and I'm curious to see what happens. So, Kurt, you are going to start this next category, and the category is Summer Olympic Games host cities. You may begin.
Oh, this is bad.
You guys were great at Marvel movies. What happened? Suddenly we're talking about sports, and now it just kind of falls to the wayside, huh?
I know exactly one sport, and that sport is football.
Okay, we got 5 seconds on this answer before I go to Jenna.
I got nothing.
Okay, Jenna, you can take it.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is one of the cities. Congratulations. Kurt, you want to try again?
Tokyo?
Tokyo is one of the cities. Congratulations. Jenna, up to you.
I want to say Korea, South Korea.
South Korea is a country, but is not a city. And the question is for host city. So we're going to go back to Kurt.
Oh.
All I can think of right now is Beijing. And that was, in fact, the Winter
Beijing did
Olympics.
host Summer Olympic Games, though. So you are correct in that one. Going back to
Look at
Jenna.
Finally thought of the city, Pyongyang.
Pyongyang is not one of our cities and is not the city that hosted the Summer Games. Back to Kurt.
London?
London is one of the cities. Great job. Back to Jenna.
It was in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro is one of the cities. Congratulations. Back to Kurt.
Madrid?
Madrid is not one of the host cities for the Summer Olympics. Back to Jenna.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta is one of the cities. Good job getting that one. Back to Kurt.
Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City is not one of the cities that host the games. Back to Jenna.
Let's see. Can't think of it.
5 more seconds.
I can't think of another city.
Okay, then with that, we're going to end our category then. So here's some of the ones.
Run away with that one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, here's some of the cities that you missed: Amsterdam, Antwerp, Athens, Barcelona, Berlin, Helsinki, London, Melbourne, Mexico City, Montreal, Moscow, Munich, Paris, Rome, and I think this is what you were thinking of, Jenna, Seoul, right? Seoul, South Korea, not Pyongyang, St. Louis, and Stockholm. So those were the ones that you missed. Yeah, when it comes to fucking movies, you guys are all over it, but you know, anything when you have to touch grass.
Just Marvel movies.
Just Marvel movies.
Okay. Well, you know, geography. It's hard.
That was my weakest subject my whole life. I could not tell you where all 50 states are.
Okay. Well, that is troublesome, but it's not something that I can address at this point in time. We're just going to have to keep moving on it. With that, I'm going to start this next category with Jenna. Jenna, are you ready to go?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, let me see. Just got a little bit of an error here, but I'm fixing that. Jenna, this next category is going to be a really good one as soon as this page reloads for me. It is, in fact, the most popular cat breeds, according to the UK. Most popular cat breeds, according to the UK. You may begin.
The tabby cat.
The tabby cat is not a breed that is on this list. Kurt, would you like to try?
I'm going to go with Siamese.
Siamese is not on this list either.
Really?
So because we both got a no start here, I'm going to have Jenna try again. Jenna, any other guesses?
Shit. I'm so good at cat breeds. Black cat.
A black cat? The black cat, the famous black cat breed.
Famous black cat.
The Halloween breed.
This might surprise you, but the black cat breed is not on this list. So, Kurt, have any other answers?
Maine Coon.
Maine Coon is on this list. Congratulations, Kurt. Now, Jenna, you want to try again?
Sure.
5 more seconds.
Gosh, cat breeds, really?
That's about all the time we got for that one. Kurt, any other guesses?
Munchkin?
Munchkin is on here. Very good. Now, Jenna, you've been given another opportunity here. Are you going to be able to give an answer?
I'm tossing these up for you.
Mm-hmm.
I could just quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah, you're being real suspect over there, Kurt. Anyways, dang.
Another 5 seconds.
Persian.
Persian is not on this list. So sorry. We're going to go to Kurt again.
I just want to say thank goodness because Persian was my next answer. So, thanks for taking that bullet for me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go with the American short hair.
The American short hair is on this list. I cannot believe Kurt is winning with these cat games that are happening here. Jenna, any other chance you want to give to respond?
No, I got nothing.
Nothing. All right, Kurt, you got another cat breed for us?
How about American long hair?
American long hair is not on here. So sorry. And that is going to end our category. A lot of breeds on here. I didn't realize how little I knew about cat breeds until I saw this list. So I'm going to try to read some of these to you. We got the Abyssinian, the African serval, the American bobtail, the Bengal, the Burman, the British short hair, the Cheeto cat, I kid you not, the Chinese Li Hua, the desert lynx, the Egyptian Mao, the European short hair, the Highlander, the Himalayan, the Napoleon cat, the Ojos Azules, the Pixie Bob, the Ragamuffin, the Ragdoll, Russian Blue, Savannah, Serengeti, Siberian, Snowshoe, Tennessee Rex, Toy Bob, Toiger, and Turkish Angora. So you guys need to get more cats, I guess, is what the takeaway
really?
is.
My cat is a Napoleon, which is a mix between a Munchkin and a Persian. So when Persian wasn't on the list, I thought, you know what? I bet that Napoleon isn't on the list either. But
well, these are the most popular cat breeds according to the UK. So it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, just wasn't on the list.
Is there
Okay.
a dog category? I'm way better at that.
There is a dog category, but that one's already been done. So
Damn it.
you missed the boat on that. So
I am
Yep.
running. What's our score right now? I want to know how big my
well,
lead is.
we don't tell our scores until the end of the round. We got to keep that suspense up in
Yeah,
the air.
slow
Make
your
sure you
roll.
guys are on your toes for this. Okay. So Jenna, you're going to be starting this next one. No, wait. Sorry. Kurt actually is going to be starting this next one. Kurt, you have the category of the 20 largest auto manufacturers in 2006. Don't ask me why it's 2006. That's what I got.
Toyota.
Toyota is on the list. Congratulations, Jenna.
GM, General Motors.
General Motors is on the list. Fantastic job. Kurt.
Honda.
Honda is on the list. Great job. Going to Jenna.
Nissan.
Nissan is on the list. Great job. Going to Kurt.
Ford.
Ford is on the list. Great job. Going to Jenna.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen is on the list. Fantastic. Going to Kurt.
Hyundai.
The Hyundai, I believe is what you meant to say, is on the list. Going to Kurt. And now back to Jenna.
Let's see. Lexus.
Lexus is not on the list. Going back to Kurt.
Mazda.
Mazda is on the list. Great job. Going to Jenna.
BMW.
BMW is on the list. Great job. Going to Kurt.
Dodge.
Dodge is not on the list. Going to Jenna.
Mercedes.
Mercedes is not on the list. And so that is going to end our category. Quite a fast round there between the two of you.
That's fortunate because that was about every car brand I know.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple on here that you might recognize. We got the Avtovaz. I don't actually know that one. I'm assuming it's European. Chrysler, Daihatsu, Daimler, Fiat, Mitsubishi, Peugeot Citroen. I think that's European. Don't know it. Renault, Subaru, Suzuki, and the Tata. So that is the other ones. 20 largest auto manufacturers in 2006.
You got something to say there, Jenna?
No, I'm not a child. Let's continue.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it, but that's how I'm gonna say it. So
Cool.
doesn't matter. This is our final category of the night for you two, anyway. And Jenna is going to be finishing this one off. Jenna, are you ready to go?
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do it. So these are the 30 longest running Broadway musicals. Jenna, it's your chance to shine.
The Lion King.
The Lion King is on there. Fantastic. Kyle.
Kyle.
Kurt. I don't know who Kyle is. I don't think we have a Kyle here.
We don't. I get
Yeah.
Martin a lot, but
That's true.
not Kyle.
That was my bad. I have no idea why I said that.
Wicked.
Wicked is on there. Fantastic. Going to Jenna.
Ooh, darn it. That was mine. Let's see. Can't think. Oh, Rent.
Rent is on there. Fantastic. Going to Kurt.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd is not on the list. Going back to Jenna.
That's shocking. Think about this. Haven't watched a lot of Broadways.
5 more seconds.
Oh, darn. Cats.
Cats is on there. Great choice. Going back to Kurt.
I feel like I can list a whole bunch, but I have no concept of what was actually popular or not. Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls is not on here. Going back to Jenna.
Jersey Boys.
Jersey Boys is on the list. Great job. Going back to Kurt.
Why do I not know the popular ones? Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia is on there. Great guess. Going back to Jenna.
Oh, you read my mind. That was mine for sure. Oh gosh.
5 more seconds.
The Book of Mormon.
The Book of Mormon is on the list.
That's a good one.
Great.
That
Yes.
is a
Going back to Kurt.
solid choice. You're in town?
You're in Town is not on the list. Going back to Jenna.
I'm good. I can't. I don't know anymore after that.
Nothing
Pick
else?
that one.
I'm just like, I'm drawing on the reserve.
Okay.
I'm like, what
I pulled that one.
what do people like? I don't feel like Hamilton has been out for long enough, but that'll be a shoe-in eventually. But
Right. Well, let me read you guys what you did miss.
I'm
You
gonna
missed.
be really upset that I missed some of these.
Oh, probably. So we got 42nd Street, A Chorus Line, Aladdin, Annie, Avenue Q, Beautiful, the Carole King musical, Beauty and the Beast, Cabaret, Chicago, Fiddler on the Roof, Grease, Hairspray, Hello Dolly, Kinky Boots, Les Miserables, Life with Father, Mary Poppins, Miss Saigon, My Fair Lady, Oh Calcutta, The Phantom of the Opera, The Producers, and Tobacco Road. So
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, I know about half of those musicals, but none of those are in my favorites list. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh God, what do other people like?
I'll be honest, I didn't expect that category to be the one where you guys were gonna duke it out the most. But I think that's where, like, y'all had some ups and downs. Y'all kept trading blows back and forth. That was pretty good.
On
So as
Kurt's
the
behalf,
judges-
I'm surprised Sweeney Todd wasn't on there. Obviously.
I'm
Thank you.
surprised too. I would have probably guessed that at some
That's
point.
a great musical. Fantastic musical.
Sure. So as the judges are tallying up the votes here, or the score here, who do you guys think is the winner? Jenna, who do you think won?
I will fairly state on Kurt, for, coming out strong. at the head of the game, but the tortoise always wins over the hare in the end. So I think I overcame.
Interesting. Very life affirming. I like that response. Kurt, what do you think?
Well, once again, going with the more hard facts approach rather than Jenna's philosophical one.
You saying facts over feelings, Kurt?
Facts over feelings. I'm pretty sure I came out on top in every single category. I maybe one of them I didn't, but I'm pretty confident, at least most of them. And with that in mind, I definitely think that I was the clear winner, and this is a big win for Team Kurt over Team Jenna.
An interesting response. Well, the judges just sent me the final results, and it looks like Jenna comes in at 23 points. Kurt comes in at 25. A close match.
Ooh,
but
I didn't think it
ultimately,
was that close.
Kurt is the winner there. Congratulations,
really
Kurt.
Thank you. I've been waiting for this moment a long time, ever since those fateful nonprofit days where Jenna and I, duked it out. I've been waiting for this, and the fact that I take home the victory here, this is a big moment for me.
I gotta say, out of all the nonprofits contenders, this is the most heartbreaking for sure. Tough choices between the both of you, but somebody had to win, and now Kurt is going to go to the next round. Jenna, any words of condolences or words of admiration towards your opponent?
It better be worth winning over me, so you better kick butt in the next one, sir.
I'll do my best. I'll win for you. Okay.
Fair enough.
And so with that out of the way, that concludes this round of the games. We are going to head back to the booth. I don't know if I will survive too many more rounds like this. Stan Lee can rest in peace knowing we have these two competitors keeping the memory of the MCU alive. And while this one literally came down to the wire, Kurt will be moving on to the next round. Jenna was last seen seemingly plotting her revenge, but we'll save that for next year's competition. Our final matchup for today brings us the most contested matchup of this competition so far. Shannon Q and Kenneth Leonard have been trading some not so kind words with each other for days now on social media, and this would seem to be the round to watch. Shannon Q, host of the Atheist Experience and a guest on most of the other shows, already leads this rivalry 1-0 with a victory over Kenneth in another competition and seeks to increase her lead. Kenneth Leonard, however, host of Talk Heathen, seeks to even up the score and was reportedly seen spending endless nights brushing up on obscure bits of knowledge in preparation for tonight. But enough foreplay. Let's go down to the field of battle and get this started. And now we are moving on to our next round in the ACA holiday game. Fun time, super fun, extra fun, super fun, Christmas time special. I am hosting, of course, again, Objectively Dan. And joining me in this round are two very special people who have, I have to say, probably the most contested rivalry up to this point. A lot of shit talking happened in personal messages that the world will never see, but I will. And so I know what's really happening at stake here. Joining me in my left corner here is Shannon Q. Shannon, welcome to the games.
I am so ready. This is a rematch, too. Kenneth and I have met before. I took that round, just saying. Not a round on this, but like, if you want to know who can deal with hot sauce more.
Right. So this is not a hot-based competition here. However, this is in the realm of trivia. So we'll see who knows more random trivia facts. And of course, joining me in the other corner is Kenneth Leonard. Kenneth, welcome to the program.
What's good? There's a lot of bad blood here. Let's just call it
Don't
what it
encourage
is. It's
him.
a full-on goddamn border war. Okay, between Canada and Kansas.
There is a lot of competition from outside the United States, and I am worried about that. I don't know if we're going to make it by the end. They're really fierce coming out. So a lot of shit talk here.
Yeah, our educational system in the United States is what it is. I mean, let's just face facts.
I'm not sure. Based on it's what I've seen for some of these questions. I'm not sure if our educational system will help. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, they're kind of out there. So what we're going to see what this is like. But any final comments in the corner here? I want to hear your take, Shannon. Who do you think is going to win tonight?
I mean, I think I'm gonna win.
Okay,
but I've done so much shit talking that if I don't win, I deserve whatever comes to me. To be honest, I have been trashing Kenneth for like a week and a half to everyone who would listen to me. So,
all right,
we'll
okay. And Kenneth, what's your take? What do you think is going to happen?
That's fair. I mean, let's call it what it is. The first time Shannon and I collided, it was a bit of an ass kicking that did not go my way. So I would just like to redeem myself, and this is an opportunity for us to be on even footing here. That's all I'm looking for.
Well,
I know both of us
somebody's ass is going to get kicked tonight. The question is whose ass, and that's what we're asking ourselves tonight. So without further ado, let's just get to it. Shannon, you are up for the first category. Just a quick reminder, if you get a correct answer, I'm going to ask Kenneth. Kenneth gets correct, we go back to Shannon. We go back and forth between you two. You got about 10 seconds to answer for each one. Okay. So first category is the top 25 MLMs by revenue. You have 10 seconds.
Monet.
Do we have Monet? Judges, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see Monet on this list. A whiff from the first round here. Let's go to Kenneth.
I would say Herbalife.
Herbalife is on there. Very good. That means, Shannon, it's now your turn.
Avon.
Avon is on there. Very good. Now back to Kenneth.
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay is on there. Excellent. Now we're back to Shannon.
doTERRA.
doTERRA. I do not see doTERRA on here. Yep, don't see it. So we're going to go back to Kenneth.
Shackley. What the fuck is
Shackley? How do you spell that? Is it an S?
I don't know. I just remember people in my church used to sell this shit.
I don't see it. I don't see it. So normally that would end the category, but we're just getting started at the beginning here. So I want to try again. I want each of you to at least give one more answer here. Shannon, any other answers you got?
Oh, God damn it. I don't buy any of this stuff, so I don't know. Epicure.
People. We don't fall for that
Epicure. Don't see Epicure on here. So give Shannon a chance. Now I get to give Kenneth another chance here. What do we got?
Tupperware?
Oh, that's such a good one.
Tupperware is on here.
That is such a good one.
Since Kenneth got one, I'm going to give Shannon another chance here. Shannon, what do you say?
Oh, I was just dazzled by how obvious that was. Damn it. How much time do I have? No, I don't buy this stuff. I don't know.
The Catholic Church.
Okay, so that is it for this category. Then we're going to end it right there.
Oh, I got spanked so bad. But I feel like that says things about me that are good. So that's okay.
I expected more. I expected more from you guys. I thought you guys were experts on this stuff. I guess not. So let me go ahead and tell you what you missed here. Okay. So we have Ambit Energy, Amway, Bellcorp, DXN, Infinitus, Genes, I don't know that one, John Maine, Natura, New Era, New Skin, Oriflame, Perfect, Pola, Primamerica, Quan John, I don't even know that one, Sun Hope, Telecom Plus, USANA, Vorwerk, World Ventures, and Young Living. So those are the ones you missed.
You could have given me 100 years and I never would have come up with like half of those.
Yep. So
what's the only one I got? Avon? Is that the only one I got?
See, that's what I'm saying. The American education system shouldn't prepare you for that. Maybe it shouldn't in warning, right? But
the American education system is why those companies succeed.
You're probably right about that. You're probably right about that.
Okay.
All right. So we will be counting up the points at the end of the round here. Okay. So next, we're going to get started with this next category with Kenneth. Kenneth, are you ready to start?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Let's hope so. So here is your category, Kenneth. This category is 20 most performed operas in North America. You
All right,
may
yeah.
begin.
Yeah. The Magic Flute.
What?
The Magic Flute is on there. Congratulations,
Well-
Kenneth. Shannon, it's now your turn.
I don't know. Is the Phantom of the Opera an opera? I'll go with Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera is not on this list, so sorry about that. Kenneth, it's now your turn.
Don Giovanni.
Don Giovanni is on here. Very good, Kenneth. Now it's time for Shannon to get another shot. Shannon, what do you got?
I don't even stand a chance. I don't know anything about operas. Oh my god. I don't know
You got 5
operas.
seconds.
You could
Nothing.
give me a million years. I don't know operas. I don't
All
know.
right, we're going to go back to Kenneth. Kenneth, you got another answer?
I named both the operas that I saw. Shit.
5 seconds. And that's about all the time that we got.
Oh,
I'll be
man.
honest with you. When looking at these categories, I didn't expect Kenneth to be the winner in this one. It was just a take I had. I don't know.
I don't
But
know operas.
very surprising.
Pure luck.
Very
I used to
surprising.
live in
So-
New York twice. I got free tickets to the opera, and those were what I saw. That's it.
Well, here's the ones that you missed in case you're curious. Ada, Barber of Seville,
Ida.
Carmen, Cosi fan tutti, definitely pronouncing that one wrong, De Fledermaus, Eugene Onegin, Hansel and Gretel, Lesler de Amor, La Boheme, La Traviata, Lucia de Lammermoor, Madama Butterfly, The Marriage of Figaro, Nabucco, Pagliacci, Rigoletto, Tosca, and Turandot. So there you go. Those are the 20 most performed operas in North America. In case you didn't know, now you know. So
I need more culture.
interesting start. Interesting start to this round. I gotta say.
I'm getting spanked.
So it's pretty wild. Now, this next category, of course, is going to be started by Shannon. Shannon, are you ready to go?
I don't think I am. I thought I was, but now I'm not sure anymore.
This one, I think you'll do better at
I
this
didn't
one.
know
The next
Kenneth
one
saw 2
is-
operas. I won't study.
But the question is, has he done a lot of hiking lately? Because this next category is the highest mountains on the earth.
Mount
You may
Everest.
begin, Shannon.
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest is on there. Very good. Very good. Kenneth, your turn.
K2.
K2. Yes, K2 is on here. Congratulations. Shannon, your turn.
Mount Sinai.
Mount Sinai is not on here. Not everything that exists in the Bible is going to be an answer in this competition, Shannon. I'm sorry to say, but we have to draw from other knowledge pieces. Okay, so Kenneth, I'm going to give it back to you. What do you got?
All right, I got to preface this by saying this is straight up like not fair because last night I watched a National Geographic documentary.
I hate you.
About
This
a
is
guy who
rigged.
climbed the 14 highest
Liz.
peaks.
Stop it!
Okay.
No, you did not.
You got like 5
right.
seconds, so
Annapurna.
give me an answer. Annapurna is on. No, Annapurna is not a name of a mountain on here. There's no mountain named Annapurna, so no points given to you.
If I get it wrong, we
Um,
can move on, right? Because I'm gonna.
Well, 2 in a row means that we get to end it. So technically, that just ended the round since we both just got 2 in a row. Now that means we only got 2 answers for the category. But that's what it is. So I can name the rest of these, or you could Google them yourself. But there's some I'm surprised you guys didn't get. So the rest of these rounds were Aconcagua. See, I'm so bad at this. Diuk Tau, don't know what that one is. Kangchenjunga, Kenya, Kilimanjaro,
Oh.
Logan, Mauna Kea, Mawenzi, Monte Pisces, Mont Elbrus, Mount Kosciuszko, Mount McKinley, Mount Shin, Mount Vinson, Mount Twinam, Ojos del Salado, Pico de Orizaba, Punkak Jaya, Punkak Mandala, Punkak Trikora, Shakara, Townsend, and Tyree. So there you go. Those are the highest mountains in the world. I would say Kenneth, I guess, had the advantage there, but did not utilize his advantage to his full extent.
Even if I lose, it was worth it just to watch you pronounce things, Dan.
Yeah, it's a tough day. It's a tough day for me. I'm not gonna lie. Can't wait to read the comments on this one, but that is what it is. Okay, so we have two more categories left in this round. Amazing results so far, folks. We are still in the single digits for answers from each of you. Fantastic work so far, but I am confident in this next one. I'm confident in this next one because this next category is Tim Burton films. And Shannon, you are going first, so let's hear it.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas is a Tim Burton film. Excellent.
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow is on there. Fantastic.
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns is another one. Great job, Shannon. Back to Kenneth.
I see your Batman Returns, and I raise you a Batman.
Oh,
Batman is another one. Fantastic
I see your
observation.
Batman, and
there,
I bring in Edward Scissorhands.
Okay, let's calm it down here. We got to take it one at a time so that our judges can properly tally our points. And
No, I know
yes,
I'm right.
that
It's
is
fine.
another one. Good job, Shannon. Kenneth, you're up.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is one great observation there, Shannon.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is another Tim Burton film. Kenneth?
Ed Wood.
Ed Wood is a film. Fantastic job, Shannon.
Oh shit! Damn, I'm getting blank. Paul would be so mad at me right now.
5 more seconds.
Go, no pressure. Oh god. Oh damn it.
And your time is up. Kenneth, what do you got?
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd is on there. Good job. Shannon, you got another chance. Let's hear it.
Oh, so that's a good one too. No, all I can think of is Helena Bonham Carter films.
Another 5 seconds.
Oh, goddamn. No. I'm not, it's not going to come to me.
Okay, and we're going to swing it back to Kenneth.
Shannon said Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's correct.
Oh, Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland is another Tim Burton film. Very good. Shannon, you're getting another chance here. Let's hear it.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm blanking. Oh, fuck.
5 more seconds.
No, I'm not. I'm blanking. God damn.
All right, Kenneth, another steal for you if you can do it. And another 5 seconds.
So much pressure.
Frankenweenie.
Frankenweenie is a Tim Burton film. Now, Shannon, I got to let you have another chance here because I don't want Kenneth to take all the points in the Tim Burton category of all things, but you got to try. Think about it. You can do it.
That's
fuck.
a deep cut, Frankenweenie.
That is. That hurts. That hurts so bad. Okay.
5 more seconds.
Oh. No, I'm not.
All right. Now, Kenneth, you got one more chance to go, and then we're going to cut it off for the mercy rule.
What's Tim Burton been doing lately?
5 more seconds. And that's going to be it for our time. Okay, you're going to slap yourself when you hear some of these answers. You ready for this?
No.
So the ones you missed were Big Eyes, Big Fish, Corpse Bride, Dark Shadows, Dumbo. I forgot about fucking Dumbo.
Oh, right.
Mars Attacks, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
Oh, no
and
way.
Planet of the Apes. Yeah. Yep. So those are all
Oh.
Tim Burton films.
I'm pissed I didn't think of Big Fish. The rest of them I'll forgive myself for. Big Fish, Frank and Weenie. That was clutch.
Listen,
that
I
was
didn't think
clutch.
I was gonna get Frank and
That was
Weenie.
clutch.
But Kenneth got that one.
An underrated classic.
Honestly, I'm pretty
I don't think I can
impressed.
come back from this deficit. I don't even think that there's a recovery for me, but I'll try. This is the last one too, isn't it?
Well, Shannon, I think you might have the advantage here, considering that you live
Don't
in
jinx me.
Canada. But I
do.
could be wrong,
Oh,
actually. Actually, I'm not sure if this would give you an advantage or not. We'll see. This next category
Mhm.
is cities with the 40 largest Catholic cathedrals. You may now
Oh.
begin.
Montreal.
Montreal is on there. Great guess. Kenneth, to you.
Barcelona.
Barcelona is on the list. Great guess. Back to Shannon.
Rome.
Rome is on the list. Fantastic. Back to Kenneth.
Paris.
Paris is on the list. Fantastic job. Back to Shannon.
Quebec.
Quebec is, you know what? Is not on
surprising.
the list. So, Kenneth, you're up next.
New York.
New York City is not on the list, surprisingly enough. Now, because you guys both, went out there, we should end it. But I'm thinking maybe give you guys another chance. I think you guys got it in you. So, Shannon, we'll give you another one here. What do you think?
I was primed by Canada, so I guess the Canadian city, but I will go the other French city and say Paris.
Paris was already done. You can pick another one,
Oh.
though.
I don't know. London's probably got a big one. Let's say London.
London is one of them. Congratulations. Kenneth, what do you got?
What is Catholic cathedrals? I feel like one's got to be in the United States. I'm trying to narrow down where in the United States it would be. Actually, fuck that. I'm going to say Berlin.
5 more seconds.
Oh,
Sorry,
that was
what?
my next one. Damn
I'm going
it.
to say Berlin.
Berlin. Berlin is not on here.
Whew. Dodged that
Shannon,
bullet.
you can go again.
Dublin.
Dublin is not on here. So
Ah.
that is going to end our round. So there is a couple ones that you missed here. I'm going to read them again.
Like Mexico
Definitely.
City, maybe.
Mexico City is one of them that you missed here.
that makes so much
Amiens, Antwerp, Aparecida, Bogota, Bologna, Bourges, Brussels, Chartres, Cologne, Esztergom, I don't know how to say that, Fatima, Florence, Gdańsk, La Plata, Liechtenstein, Linz, Los Angeles, Madrid, Majorca, Mexico City, Nova Trento, Padua, Palma, Prague, Reims, Rio de Janeiro, San Giovanni Rotondo, Sao Paulo, Seville, Speyer, Strasbourg, Vatican, Washington, D.C., Yamoussoukro, and Zaragoza. Yeah, Vatican makes sense, right?
What I
Vatican
want
makes
to know
sense.
is, Dan, how many of those cities do you think are in Canada? Because you said I had the advantage because I was in Canada. Montreal was the only.
Montreal was in there. Montreal was in there. That's a Canadian city,
You're
and
right.
it's Catholic. I'm just saying. Well,
Oh my
actually, technically, the U.S. would have had the advantage there because there's Washington D.C. and Los Angeles, and so that's 2. So anyway, I'll be honest. I didn't look at all the cities, so I just assumed that was
You
my
just saw
bad.
Montreal and what? That's in Canada.
All right. So now that we have ended our round here, who do you think is the winner
Kenneth.
of our competition?
Kenneth like bodied
What?
me. It
You're
was
so
bad.
confident.
I got
You
it
don't think
by
you
a-
stood a chance?
by a Frank and Weenie.
No, he did because I only got Avon first round, and he got 2. Yeah, no, he got me. He got me
Okay,
in the Tim
okay.
Burton round.
Well, I'm
For
still waiting
sure,
for our.
for sure.
I'm still waiting for our judges to tally up these results for me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't officially
bad.
know. Oh, but here we go. Okay, so here's our final.
Bad.
Our final standings here is Shannon with 9 points and Kenneth with 15. So Kenneth wins the round tonight. Congratulations, Kenneth. All of that shit talking has finally paid off. I hope you are feeling great about yourself because it's only going to get harder from here. So, yeah.
I'm
How do you
Team
feel,
Kenneth from here on out.
Your team, Kenneth? Okay.
There's gonna have to be some sort of tiebreaker in the future. We'll have to settle this.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought Frankenweenie was a pretty good tiebreaker there, but
Yeah, that was clutch.
yeah.
Thank you.
That was clutch.
It's very
For
good,
sure.
Very good. Shannon, any last words for your opponent?
No, I'm Team Kenneth for the duration, for the rest of this.
There we go.
100%.
Okay.
Get that hashtag.
No matter who he comes against, I am Team Kenneth. Because if
Okay.
he beat me, that he has to be the best.
And he's up on the food chain. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or I can't deal with it. So there's a lot of pressure on Kenneth now.
I'm just like racking my brain thinking about who like the titans of trivia are at the ACA. There's got to be some,
Not
people
me.
here who are pretty.
Well, I suppose you're going to find out in our next round here, which you should definitely tune in for. Well, of course, you'll be there, Kenneth, but
You'll be
Shannon
in
should
the
tune in
second
for, and
week.
everybody listening should tune in for. And now we are going to be heading back to the booth. Thanks so much, guys. What a way to end this round of competition. Kenneth Leonard evens up the score on this rivalry with a decisive win over Shannon. And while our day of competition will end here, I think their competition will extend well beyond tonight's battle. With that said, let's look up the lineup for the first two matches of the quarterfinals, which will air Friday, December 24th on the Truth Wanted channel. Johnny P. Angel will be facing off against Colson Craig, host versus crew, a rivalry as old as time itself will surely play out in this one. And Kenneth Leonard and Kurt Weinstein will be coming off of their impressive round one victories to face off against each other. You don't want to miss this one. I, for one, am going to rest up for this next round of competition, and we'll see you in the next episode as we seek to crown the champion of the Atheist Community of Austin Holiday Trivia Challenge 2021. I've been your host, Objectively Dan. Keep wanting the trivia, and I'll see you next time.